Alright, so I am back in Ohio and I finished the memories video, and watching these videos just really makes me smile because I know that we had an incredible summer, but this really kind of just brings it all together, and I hope that you enjoy. I've learned a couple things while making this video, one of which is to never leave Claire and Jack alone in a room with my camera, so enjoy. Okay, Matt, what's your favorite memory from summer 2015?
Well, Kate, I think it might well be going on the week-long Boundary Waters trip. That shit was crazy. It's insane. Saw some bald eagles trying to climb a rock. Majestic.
Second game of Capture the Flag we did. So with a ton of counselors, a ton of campers, and most people that's ever been to Capture the Flag. And it was just madness. Everybody running around, paint on their faces, trying to get flags. It was awesome. Tripped on sticks and got some cuts. It was awesome. It was so epic. Can't even describe how great it was.
One of my favorite memories is when 6 of us, me, Kyler, Andy, Lydia, Ellie, and Matt W. went to the beach and kept saying we would leave, and then we didn't, and we fell asleep by accident and woke up at 5 in the morning. I also like the nights that I spent a lot of time out on the telescope deck looking at the constellations and taking out the telescope, and that was really cool, like the meteor shower and the northern lights at the beginning of the summer.
Discovering or creating the cult that we made with our shaven heads. So it started with me just having short hair, and then Ollie wanted a haircut, and so he asked me if I would cut his hair, so I said sure, why not. But then I'm buzzing his head or whatever, zhoo, 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 and I realized, oh shit, this isn't going well, but I just keep going, zhoo, 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 and then I realized he has the exact same haircut as me, and I'm like, oh my gosh, but I obviously thought it looked good. And then
Can I add?
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
My favorite part of this was when you had the middle shaven down, so you had like a little humps. That's too good. That was my favorite.
So he ended up not liking it, and then he just shaved all of his head. But he didn't want to be the only one who did that.
Reveal your hair.
So he made everyone else shave it off, and this is what it looks like 6 weeks later.
Having to save Poppy from the top of the rock wall in Ed Building whenever Axel decided that Poppy had to get climbing up it.
Me, Mark Forsberg, Monica, and Ollie went and slept in the Saugon for a night, and we had a fire and listened to music, and it was pretty awesome.
Right at the beginning of summer during training, we had a training where we had the naturalists come down, and the counselors, assistant trip leaders, and everybody gathered down at the Ojibwe site, and we made s'mores around the fire down there. And then we had a storytelling training session where we had several different people tell stories, all in their own style. The idea of just getting everybody kind of hyped up and thinking about how can we make things extra special for kids. And everybody was buzzing. Everybody had a great time with it. I got to hear some of my peers tell some really good stories too. Got to see the counselors, assistant trip leaders getting all excited to do some things that I don't think have necessarily been expected or done by past counselors and assistant trip leaders. So it was great to see. Great way to get things going and get everyone pumped right off the bat.
My favorite memory was driving to the hospital with Jack and an injured camper, and we were singing Kids Bop on the way, and it was really bad, but it was really fun.
My favorite memory from summer 2015 at Wolf Ridge is when I made a rhubarb pie, and I gave Kate a piece of rhubarb pie, and she's sitting over in the corner just moaning to herself going and then yelling 7!
Being only the second or third person to have ever cut someone down from the adventure ropes course.
Sitting outside at the Ravenlit campsite with Iva after the stars came out, watching the meteor shower and talking for a good chunk of the evening when all our campers were laughing their heads off in the tent.
It was the 4th of July party at the parsonage.
Alright, my favourite memory from summer 2015 was when I was in the Boundary Waters with my French crew. It was the first night, it'd been really sunny all day. We just set up camp and we were starting to make dinner. And then we saw these big clouds rolling in and we're like, oh my god, and like, you know, shuffled around to get everything sorted, and then really, really heavy rain. It was like beautiful rain. Got a raincoat, stood, look at the lake. It was only about 10 minutes, so it didn't disrupt us too much. And then, you know, it was so calm after the rain had stopped. And we were just sitting there like looking at the lake, and then in the distance like this double rainbow appeared. I was like, am I dreaming or is this actually happening? And it was just something that you couldn't even imagine. It was just really beautiful and really special.
I think my favourite moment of 2015 had to be when it was pouring down with rain outside one night. There was lightning off down the valley and loud thunder, and a few of us ran outside and just embraced the rain and watched the lightning from a very much interconnected part. We were just at one with nature and it was perfect.
I was going down with some of the Get Ready kids. There was one kid who had never swum before, like never in a pool, not in a lake or anything. And he went ankle deep, he went knee deep, he went up and dipped his bum in, and then he just went for it and just jumped, salmon flopped in. And he turned around and the look on his face, just this brilliant smile erupted on his face. And it was just so cool to be a part of that and witness something that kind of we take for granted. Yeah, it was brilliant. That's my favourite memory of the summer. Northern Lights were pretty cool too.
Weirdly, water safety and meeting everybody that's awesome and going rock climbing for the first time ever outdoors in Cheyenne.
Hello. My favourite memory from summer 2015 would probably be when we all went to Elgin Falls and it was an absolutely glorious day and the sun was beaming down. I think we were just chilling in the pool, just having a few beers and putting the worlds to right, and that was my favourite memory.
Just meeting a bunch of new people from the summer, and then having Sarah in the bean canoe with me as we fared across Raven Lake, and then at Grand Portage seeing a bald eagle fly over us.
Okay, our favourite memory was when we went on the SHT with our Seekers.
Yep.
And we were trying to get our bear bag up at 10 o'clock at night.
It was pitch black.
It was pitch black.
Tons of mosquitoes.
Tons of mosquitoes. We were being bitten all over.
Yeah.
And we were with Luciano, our naturalist. And it just didn't happen for a good 45 minutes.
We were laughing too hard to like get the bags to actually go up. And then we tried to throw another rope and my Nalgene hit a rock and busted the shit up. It was just...
You got swear.
I can't swear and this is gonna be inappropriate. Okay, cool. I guess yeah. Yep.
So and the campers came out and they were like, "You told us to be quiet 45 minutes ago.
Yeah, you guys need to be quiet."
Are busting
we were like,
ass.
and that's what happened. Ta-da!
Yay!
Banana song! And the whole fact that I've met so many amazing people and just, yeah.
My favourite memory from summer 2015 was either watching Brandon dance on the beach last Saturday night, it was quite the spectacle, or when one of my campers, who I had a really rough week with, turned around and told me that his rose was spending time with me and my volunteer.
Okay, so my favorite memory of the summer is, well, I have a lot of favorite memories of the summer, but one of the coolest moments for me was at the very end of training when all the counselors and directors went on a Raven Lake overnight. And training had been pretty intense and it was really good to get to know everybody, and that overnight is really what sealed my excitement for the summer, because I was just so proud of how well our team was working well together. We had so much fun, and I mean, we had a glow stick party. Jack and I made it rain glow sticks, so I don't know how it gets that much better from that. So it's kind of a high point to start the summer. But overall, I would say I was a little bit nervous to come back to Wolf Ridge, especially in a new role, because I've been here many times before, and it's always weird and different going back to an old place. But in the end, I was so glad that I came back, and I've just had an incredible time watching the counselors and campers have an amazing experience and really learning and growing together, and it's been an amazing time full of lots of wonderful people.
Alright, so even though I made all of you guys just choose one of your favorite memories, I had too many to count, and so I made a list of words that remind me of my summer. Picture by Ed Sheeran. There's only 4 of them. Pie, Heartbreaker, Alpha Leech, Pop Rocks, Green Paint, The Smell of Stress Away, Sticky Notes, Intersections, Northern Lights, Styrofoam, Billy, Washable Paint, Rock Tans, and Nisaugan.
So my other greatest moment this summer is when I met Claire. She's a very special person, and she just warms my soul, if you will. I can't say more. Like, I know Dylan's got his beaver dance, but Claire's short neck buzzard just it really does something for me. I don't know if I want to say more, but yeah, that's my greatest memory this summer.